Property tax relief could soon be on the way for more than 5 million Texas homeowners. The governor signing the $18 billion tax cut package. Voters will have to pass the measure at the polls, though, come this fall.
And while that is good news for homeowners, it does not mean anything for renters specifically. And a new study in Harris County shows today that more than half of renters are struggling to afford where they live.
Now, the surprising part of this to researchers is just where evictions are on the rise. ABC 13's Nick Notario is joining us live near Memorial Park, where that study found the largest increase in these evictions right there in Memorial.
That's right, John. So try a 630% increase. That's what researchers found right near Memorial Park. But there are other parts of Harris County that are experiencing evictions in the thousands. A situation researchers fear will only get worse.
We're going to work it out. We're just,
Shatrice Brown already has a lot on her mind with 5 kids and another on the way. But there's one thing bothering her more than ever.
The rent is high, especially with, having a lot of kids and everything. But it's like they're going up on the rent, like, literally every day.
A rising price Brown's struggling to afford. She's facing eviction and fighting it to try and keep a home for her kids.
It's stressful because it's like you got to try to figure out, okay, what's next? Where we're going to go next? And then calling apartments, even for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, is $1,300.
Brown isn't alone. A study released today by Bryce University's Kinder Institute found 51% of Harris County tenants use at least 30% of their income on rent. Research scientist Steve Sherman has studied the county's housing for 3 years. He says the rent situation is getting worse.
We think about renters as being younger people, single people, living with roommates, and that's just not true. And frankly, renting families are hurting the most.
A main factor why the study found so many renters are having a hard time is simply their pay isn't matching what their rent costs. From 2015 to 2021, the study found that the price of rent had climbed by almost 30%, whereas income during that same time period had only climbed by 23%.
Rent increases are not just a central city thing. They're also happening out in the suburbs. My hypothesis is that that has to do with the growth of single-family rentals.
Here are some of the communities being hit hardest with evictions. These 5 places had more than 2,000 evictions last year in Eldridge, Springs Southwest, West Chase, A-Leaf, and Pasadena.
It's hard. You got to have 2 jobs, the side hustle. It's hard. It's hard.
An upending event Brown knows too well as she stresses about what to do next. Nick Notario, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.